Hey, I'm not actually frozen. Hey, hey everybody. It's Jarrod Aldrich, the yard sale artist, coming to you from one of the many palatial rooms here at Longbox Crusade headquarters with just a little bonus content, doing it live stream bonus episode. Spring has sprung, ladies and gentlemen, and that means yard sailing season is back on. And there was a lot of neighborhood yard sales in my area today, and I did a fair amount of that. In fact, you go look at my Twitter and you'll see the yard sale stuff that I picked up this morning. Well, it was a really beautiful spring day, like I said. So after lunch today, I asked my little boy Jay, if he wanted to go geocaching. And he said, yeah. So we went geocaching. We found ourselves on the south side of town. And the south side of town is where our Goodwill can be found. So, yep, I went to the Goodwill with my little buddy, Mr. J. And on this live stream, I decided I was going to share with you a little something that I picked up. Now, you might have noticed, by the way, you can see my little top-down camera that I have on a rail. I can slide in and out because I'm fancy. But my top-down camera is ready to go, and we'll top down here in just a moment. I picked up this little case, and it's full of cassette tapes. Now, if you looked at my Twitter this morning, you'll see that I bought a big thing of cassette tapes at a yard sale this morning. And I was pretty excited about that because I was just going through my cassette tapes out in my building where I have my tape player. It's super sweet. It's CD, radio, cassette. But I was just organizing them. I said, man, I wish I had something, like a rack to put them in. And lo and behold, I found one this morning. And then I went, second shopping and found some more tapes. So I thought it'd be fun to discover what the tapes are in the box. I knew they're tapes because I went to the Goodwill and I saw it sitting there and I kind of popped it open. I said, oh, cassettes. And I didn't even really look at them that hard. I just saw that they were, I don't know if you can see that, $1.99 for the box and all the cassettes. And I said, put it in my cart, didn't even give it a second thought. I got home and I was about to open. I thought this would be a fun video. So let's find out what cassettes I got in this neat little audio cassette carrying case. That way I can take it and put it in my car as if, I still have a cassette player in my car, which I don't. So anyway, let's take a look at that. I'm going to switch the cameras. So if you'll bear with me just a moment, I'm going to go to top-down view. Hopefully that goes well. Oh, it looks like it is. Good. All right. So now you can see my top-down view, and that is what I bought. You anxious? I'm anxious too, but I want to take this to a whole nother level. We're going to have a little more fun with it. I'll put the light on it a little better. I want to have a little more fun with it. So I've prepped a couple of stickies. All right. I've prepped these 2 stickies. Big smiley face, and guy's like, It's like, yay, and because I've decided what I'm going to do is I take the cassettes out. I'm going to put them in either I'm very happy I have this, or which doesn't mean I don't like it. It just So basically, anything in here that I really, really like, and I'm definitely going to add to my personal collection, I'm going to put it over here. And anything that I'm just like, I'm probably going to pass on it, maybe take it back to drop it off at a Goodwill or whatever, is going to go over here. That doesn't mean I don't like it. This is the Longbox Crusade Network, where our motto is treat everything like it's somebody's favorite thing, because it probably is. So if one of your favorites ends up over here, don't get mad. It's just my personal taste and what I want to add to my cassette. They may all end up over there. I don't know. So let's find out. Now, should I open it? Should I open it and we all look at it at once? Or should I reach a hand and pull one out one at a time? I don't know. I tell you what, I'll move it right over here. And I'm going to open it. And I will. I'm just going to reach in and grab the first one and pull it out. And ladies and gentlemen, I have New Kids on the Block, step by step. Now, when I was a kid in the 80s, I was like, New Kids, there's a girl thing. And they suck, right? Because it's a girl thing. This one actually came out in 1990. I was very anti-New Kids, but I'm changing my tune, and I'm going to put New Kids. This is going to go in my collection because I'm going to listen to it and enjoy it and not have that young bias as it's for girls. Because I'll be honest with you, I've listened to some New Kids as, I'm a grown man, and I've enjoyed it, and I don't care who knows it. Okay, next tape. That's a good sign, though. We got a tape from 1990. I'm very excited about that. Next tape is someone's mixtape. Bob Johnson's mixtape. This is Bob Johnson right there on the mixtape. Let's check out, see what Bob was listening to. Bob was listening to Lean on Me, Amen, Liberty, I Like the Sound, Friends, Greatest Love of All, If We Only Had Love, All I Really Need, We Are the World, God Bless the USA, Great to Be Living, This Old Man. Man, this there's some good stuff in here. I mean, I don't keep people's mixtapes. I probably should pop it in and listen to it, though. Like, that is a good way to, like, I could get to know Bob Johnson. That's his name. It's right there on the tape. I could get to know Bob Johnson pretty well by listening to this, but still, is it going to go in my collection? No, it's going to go over here with the side of things. All right, let's go in here. Pull out another one. We have Alabama Celebrations, a musical salute to the Alabama reunion. Oh, I guess they got back together. It's got Stars Fell on Alabama and Tuxedo Junction, and My Home's in Alabama. So it's like a lot of music centered around the state of Alabama, where I live, and I do love it here. It's interesting, but I'm probably not going to put it in my collection. I think it's neat, but I'm kind of on it, so it's going to go over here with the side. Let's grab one more. Oh boy, if you guys know me, I'm just going to make sure that the cassette is indeed in there. Yeah, it is. That's a definite keeper. That's worth okay. Remember when I told you I paid $2? That's worth $2 to me alone. That is definite. Heck yes. Very glad it's here. I have it on CD already, but I do, of course, love cassettes. And, it's got On Our Own. It's got We're Back. It's got Spirit. I remember Dougie Fresh is on here. I think Run DMC's on here. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm very, very pleased to have the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. All right. I am killing it. This is the greatest $2 I've ever spent. Oh my gosh, I pulled a Prince. I pulled a Prince out of this box, and it's the Batman 1989 soundtrack. I can't like put this. Oh, if I could merge like the happiness level, I want to merge it into the sticker itself. Yes, these are definitely very, very, very happy. Happy. Oh yeah, I'm very pleased with that. All right. Just so I can square that up on the screen because my OCD is killing me. All right. I don't think it can get better than this. I don't know where we're going next. I honestly haven't looked in there. It's more New Kids. Hanging Tough. Now, if I'm going to take step by step, I'm clearly going to put Hanging Tough over there as well. So, yeah, I'm pleased about that. I mean, I would afford a 2 pleased to, this doesn't mean displeased or unpleased. It's just not that exciting to me. But man, okay, I'm done with that row. So what was that? 6? So this case holds a dozen. Beach Boys, Golden Favorites. I mean, I like the Beach Boys, certainly. The Beach Boys, I like them a lot. It's very, it hurts my soul to put them over here in my mess stack. But let me explain something. My cassettes collection is really a collection of memories, right? And things that remind me of the time. And while I like this music a lot, I don't want it on cassette. To me, the Beach Boys is 60s music and it belongs on LP. I'm certain I have some of it digitally. I probably have a CD or 2 that I've put onto my Plex server. So I do like it. Again, just because it goes over here doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means it doesn't fit the tone of my cassette collection. So Beach Boys is going over here. It's not going to go in my collection because it doesn't feel 80s and 90s to me. It feels 60s to me. And again, I like it, but it's not going to go into my collection. Next up. Oh, Ray Charles, greatest hits. Can't go wrong with that. It says right here on the cover, you get Hit the Road Jack, Busted, Crying Time, Here We Go Again, and others. Just like Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys would go over here. Just like Beach Boys, to me, Ray Charles is more of something I'd rather have on an album and not a cassette. So he's going to go over here into my, not as thrilled stack. But again, as far as his music goes, makes me very happy. But as far as does it fit tonally into my cassette collection, it doesn't. So I'm going to put it over here. These two make me sad that they're in the meh stack. Again, it's just because they're not circa 80s and 90s, and that's what my collection more focuses on. So yeah, I definitely like their music, listen to their music, enjoy their music. Just I don't feel like they belong on cassette. All right, just a couple more here in the mystery box that I purchased at Goodwill today. Oh, we got us another mixed, like this earlier one for the Bob Johnson's mixtape. Wonder if there's any clues as to what's on this one. Bob Johnson's. I gotta assume this is Bob Johnson Part 2. You Light Up My Life. For Beth Stomp's Miss Alabama 1997. You know what I bet this is? I bet that this guy or this cassette was used at a beauty pageant, because it looks like there's just one song on there. And I think what they probably did is it was like a song that the pageant contestant danced to or sang or something like that, because it looks like by the labeling there's the one song. So they probably brought it for a performance. How can you not love the old Memorex, by the way? That's super cool. Clearly, it's not going to go into my 80s and 90s cassette collection, but it's just a neat insight when you find these things at Goodwill. You're kind of peeking into someone's life. Clearly, they knew someone who was at a pageant, and Bob Johnson has some pretty decent musical taste. All right. Feels like 3 left. The Drifters. The Drifters' greatest hits. Dance with Me, This Magic Moment, Stand By Me, Sweet for My Sweet. Let's try it again. Sweets for My Sweet. There Goes My Baby. Save the Last Dance for Me. Man, those are good ones. Up on the Roof, Spanish Harlem on Broadway. Woo! That is a lot of good music. Fun fact about me, the first band I ever saw in concert was the Drifters. I'm not that old. They were considered oldies by the time I saw them. I saw them in circa 91, 92 time frame. When I lived in North Carolina, we were stationed at Fort Bragg, and the Drifters came and played a concert, and I went to it. So that was the first concert I ever saw, live concert, was the Drifters. This is some awesome and amazing music, but much like Ray Charles and the Beach Boys, it doesn't fit tonally into my cassette collection. It's not from the 80s and 90s, so I probably won't actually add it to my collection. So again, don't be fooled by the face. I'm very smiley about their music. Just it's not going to end up in my collection because my collection is very 80s and 90s, and I can't stress how happy I am about this already that I've pulled these out. All right, it feels like this one and then one more. Barry Manilow, Greatest Hits, Volume 2. He writes the songs that make the whole world sing. I wonder if that's on here. Let's see. Could it be Magic? Somewhere in the Night. Jump, Shout, Boogie. Weekend in New England. All the Time. This one's, it's got Copacabana. I mean, that's a plus. I write the songs. It's on here. Copacabana, I write the songs. 2 songs I actually do like. It's easy to make fun of Barry Manilow, but it's also, as I get older, I realize this is a talented guy. Like, he can just sing really well. So my mom likes Barry Manilow a lot. I might need to send this one to her. I think it kind of would fit tonally because I want to say this is an early 80s Manilow. This Greatest Hits tape is from 1989. And Manilow's very, late 70s, early 80s. And I like him. But again, he doesn't quite tonally fit into my collection. So I'm going to end up not putting him in the Super Smile category, but I'm going to put him over here. And again, he's got the face, but I don't feel that way about his music. I like his music. I think he's talented, but it just doesn't fit into what my cassette collection is all about. Let's grab the last one. I'm hoping for like one more Prince. That'd be great. This was, that made me very happy. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's more Beach Boys. It's more Beach Boys. And there's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, we're going to go out with one that's going to end up over here. Again, I like the Beach Boys. I ended up with 2 Beach Boys cassettes. See what songs are in here. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Yeah, I know that one. Still Believe Me, That's Not Me. Don't Talk, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. It's not bad. Wait for the Day. Let's go. Sloop John B's on here. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, fine. Good music. Again, I feel like this should actually be on an LP and not on a cassette. I've said this 1,000 times on this video. My cassette collection is very 80s and 90s focused. So it's going to not end up in my collection. That doesn't mean I don't like it. I like it quite a bit. So that is it for the $2 dozen. If I can get it open again. The dozen cassette carrying case that I picked up at Goodwill today. I think that's $2 well spent because, I mean, I got some good stuff here. And I'll probably just drop these back off at Goodwill or Christian Mission and let them make some more money off of them. But these, oh my goodness, these 4, I'm very excited. I was pretty happy about these because, again, New Kids is not something I listened to during that era, and I can kind of enjoy it for what it is now because I'm more mature now than I was back in the 80s and 90s. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to experiencing these. I've never really sat down and listened to them in this form, the New Kids. Now these 2 just make me smile very, 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 very widely because I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan and collector. I'm a huge Batman fan and collector, and more than that, Prince is my favorite musical artist of all time. So this is a big, big win for me. So these are the 4 I'm keeping. So if you think about it, I paid $2 and I ended up getting all this. I'm definitely keeping this. So even if you just don't even factor in the case or the ones that I'm probably going to donate, I'm really looking at what, 50 cents a cassette that I'm going to keep, and they make me very happy. Again, they make me happy on those 2 levels. One, that I've never really experienced these New Kids cassettes. I've heard some New Kids music, but I'm kind of looking forward to kind of listening to the whole cassette just to get the whole journey. So that's sort of something to look forward to. And then these 2 are just hit me right in my heart, right in my wheelhouse. These are very core definitions of Jarrod right here. 1989, maybe my favorite year of all time. Boom, boom. Couldn't be happier. All right. So I'm going to try to do a fancy camera swap here. There we go. I'm done with the overhead so I can push it back on the rail. There we go. I have had a blast. Yard sale today. Yard sale season sort of officially back. So thanks for checking in with me. Let me know in the comments which of the cassettes you really liked, even if it's in my not smiley face pile. Again, I got nothing against any of that. So if you liked them, that's awesome. If you saw something that's in my not smiley face pile and you're like, oh my gosh, I really, really, really want that, let me know. I might be able to get it to you. So anyways, I'm Jarrod Albrecht, the yard sale artist, and this is the Longbox Crusade channel. Of course, I encourage you to check out the Longbox Crusade network. That's our podcast network. So if you're into podcasts, just aim your podcatcher of choice at Longbox Crusade and you'll get just tons of exciting content. And as usual, as you see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, I'd love it if you give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we're just going to keep putting this stuff out there, and we love it to hear from you. So definitely say hello in the comments. Anyway, thanks again. I'm going to act froze, and I'll catch you guys later.